People ask, do I think Joe Buttons is better than Eminem? Mm. Well, let me just say this, man. I'm not going to throw Eminem under the bus like he's trash or whatever the case may be. You know, I didn't seen Joe Buttons go in under pressure, meaning, you know, there's always them times in your life where you rap, you know what I mean? You might run into a nigga that's dumb nice or run into a few dudes that's dumb nice and you in a cipher with them. Well, it happened to Joe Buttons before, you know what I'm saying? Green Lantern used to do this, I think he used to do the Sirius Radio, you know, they got it on YouTube. Shit is real. Um, he wasn't in there with Eminem, but he was in there with a few dudes that's, you gotta, you know, they close to Eminem or they can hang with Eminem lyrically. You know what I mean? It's a few of them. You know what I mean? So they got cause me, I'm just one of those rappers that's like, you know, I'm humble with rap. I give the correct criticism that need to be given. But Joe Button sat in the room with an arsenal of fucking snipers, man. Lyrically, man. He sat with well, he had Uncle Murder was there. I wouldn't call him a lyricist. You know, he was probably like the weakest link in the room because he's not on a lyricist level. But Uncle Murder could rap, and he a street dude. So I give Uncle Murder that. You know what I mean? But you know, as far as the lyrical shit, you know, he probably doesn't even care about that shit. But Uncle Murder was there. Styles P was there. That's a lyrical giant. Um, Freeway was there. Beanie Siegel was there. Boy, oh boy. When I say that was one of the most epic freestyles I ever seen, like the way Joe Buttons came in the room and the energy he had, y'all gotta check that shit out. Like Son ain't no joke. I'm not saying he's better than M. I'm not saying that, but when you look at what makes M so dope, it's like that was a couple of years ago when he did Hi, my name is M. Just has a dope way of putting words and shit. Meaningful things, I don't think he means any of the shit he rap about. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just the way he expressed his thoughts. Only thing I think he meant was when he was talking about his life. That's when I liked Eminem more, when he did the Toy Soldiers or whatever. He did the I forgot the name of that album. That was a powerful album. The Eminem Show, one of them shits, I think. Crazy. That was one of the. I think that was a dope album. You know, Slim Shady LP. I went and copped that shit. Like I bought that my own hard-earned money. I bought that album because Brain Damage and all that. I love Brain Damage. Brain Damage was one of my favorite songs. And that was his real life. Plus, I always looked at Eminem as the white boy Rick Roshi of rap. And it's funny how he dropped Kamikaze right a few days before. You know, he's gonna drop the white boy Rick Roshi movie. That's crazy. But I don't think Eminem is the same Eminem he was coming up. His voice sounds different. You know, all of that. Joe Buttons too. You know what I mean? Joe Buttons, you know, but Joe is a nigga you can't sit him and see he wants to be in those seats to prove his credibility. People just don't like him speaking on them and all that shit. Like Raekwon and them, you know, Raekwon is my favorite rap artist in the world. You know what I mean? But I ain't gonna front. You know, it's niggas that it's not around that's not around Ray that's man enough to tell Ray, yo, you did some sucker shit. Like he snuffed the nigga. He should have did that. You know, Joe a regular nigga. It's hip hop. These niggas get upset when you say they trash, and I don't know where they get that shit from. That's like right now, niggas saying I'm trash in rap. I swear to God, it depends on what magnitude he take it to. If he start talking shit after that, then it may become something. But if he talking on the craft level, that's what the craft is made of. You don't see another baseball player saying that baseball player is trash and they fighting. You know, it happens on the field. You know what I mean? Yeah, they trash talk on the field. Yeah, it happens. But every year they play each other. You dig what I'm saying? It's a competitive thing. People got their favorites out of those people. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to sports. So rap, you know, I wouldn't say it's a sport, but they get paid more than fucking sports players. So you gotta look at it, or just the equivalent of sports players. So you gotta look at it as, listen, if a nigga say you whack, and he the ones buying your shit or listening to your shit to determine you whack, then So be it. That's a part of the game. You can't get upset. I just feel like Eminem, he gets upset when people, say something about his album. Joe Budden had a little job to do. Plus, he know hip hop. What was he saying that I felt, that was wrong? Because he was on your team saying that shit, or he was a part, or you put him on. So he's supposed to always say you nice, and that's what I think the money's doing to these dudes. Is getting them to the point where they feel like, oh, you gotta respect my shit. Niggas don't gotta do nothing, man. Hip hop don't got no value or money on it. It don't.